Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here, Collectivekicks.com. What day is today? Sunday, the 19th of October. Halloween's right on the corner. Cannot believe that, dudes. Are you guys dressing up for Halloween? If so, maybe leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are dressing up as. And I'm curious if anybody's going to dress up as Marty McFly and from Back to the Future 2 with those Halloween Air Mags. Pretty dope. I wish I got a pair of those, but I didn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this week's news. Lots of stuff here. Let's start here with the KD7 Li-Ning Uprising graphic print. If you guys didn't see this, you guys can actually, and for the rest of these articles as well, if you guys want to click the link in the description to go to collectivekicks.com, you guys can browse these at your guys' own leisure. But let's go ahead and take a look here. The KD7, did I say KD6? KD7 Uprising graphic print. Also, there's the Easy Money graphic prints, but this is the new one with the Lightning look to them, and I like the Black Lightning one. The purple one's probably my favorite though, just because the purple sky looks like the most I don't know, just the realest. And if you click the link here, you can go and design your own. Also, there's the Pendleton NikeID. It's back in 8 models, and 4 of them are available right now, but 4 more will be available on the 1st. And you can see right here all 8 models. The material looks crazy nice. If you guys don't know what Pendleton is, it's a local company as well in Oregon, and basically this is like a wool material, and it was available before, and it's available again. Those Janowski mids are kind of calling my name. I like those, but I'm gonna wait for the Air Maxes. Those ones definitely have my attention. So 11.1, I believe the Air Maxes come available, and that's one that I'm planning on checking out. It's gonna be tough though because I want to get the Lebron 12s as well on NikeID, so I might have to hold off on that. Moving down, we have the possible 2015 Kamikaze 2 Sonics colorway return. If you guys don't remember Sean Kemp from the Sonics, and if you guys don't know who the Sonics are, they were in Seattle for those younger folks. But man, yeah, the Supersonics were dope. Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, make it rain. What movie was that, dude? There was a Ben Stiller movie, and it was just hilarious. Anyway, he was playing basketball. That movie was rad. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway, I digress. Sean Kemp, Kamikaze 2s, these would be pretty rad to see these retro. Reebok needs to do a little bit different method when it does these retros. If they did limited run releases, like I don't know, number them or do whatever, just create the buzz around the product. It will create more awareness about the product. Like because people are going to be wanting the limited version, and then if they can't get the limited version, at least the limited version draws its attention to the masses. And then if they can't get that colorway but they can get one close to it, it might have that ability or that effect where people will buy the generic ones instead of the limited ones. So I don't know, Reebok needs to redo some branding, and if they do it right with the right materials, it could be a major hit. There's a lot of nostalgia, and Fila is the same way. There's a lot of these companies that have a lot of nostalgic value to them that if they just release them in the proper manner, they could sell out like crazy. This kind of piggybacks my conversation that I was having regarding some of the other sneakers in my top 3 video yesterday. The Dynamic Flights, one of my favorite shoes of all time, in my top 3. It wouldn't make a very good general release shoe because nobody knows what it is. It's not overly attractive to the average consumer. If they did a release of them in a limited number in original colorways, it can draw a little bit of buzz, and then people will be inclined to buy the other one. Now, that being said, I'm going to skip the Air Jordan 7 collection first, and then go right into the Air Command Force, because that's kind of like the way it is. Supposedly, the Emerald colorway of the Command Forces are limited to only 50 pairs or something like that, and that's the bluish and gray colorway, not these Billy Hoyle colorways. This one actually ended up coming out. If you guys want to click the link from this article here, you can go and purchase them from Sneakers and Stuff. And I mean, that is a classic sneaker that I've been looking for years. I've been wanting. I mean, if I found a good pair where the foam wasn't falling apart on the original pairs, I would have paid up to a stack for those. I was looking to spend about $750 on them, and that's like the most I've ever paid for a pair of sneakers, but I wanted them so bad. Nike is retroing them this year. Obviously, this is the first one to release. There's a bunch of other colorways that are coming, not original ones. The Billy Hoyle one is definitely one that I want, and the Emerald one. So, but the Emerald one is limited, so I settled for these Billy Hoyle colorway. It's kind of like the same thing that I was saying what Reebok needs to do in their releases to some extent. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents and what I think. Regardless, If you guys are too young for the Air Command Forces, I remember those in 8th grade, and I remember a dude, or I was in 7th grade. A dude was in 8th grade, and he had them, and I was like, man, those are like $200 sneakers. Like they were just crazy expensive back then, and if somebody can look up the actual number on what they retro or retailed for back then, I swear it was 200. Maybe it was 180. It was a lot of money, and now they're bringing them back out for only 200 bucks. I can't wait to get those. I will be getting these ones right here, just so you guys know. Expect an unboxing for those that are watching this video soon, and then I will do a full detailed review because it's just a sneaker that I think is super rad. You guys already saw that I got an Air Force Low sneaker in my eBay pickups a while ago. Just a really rad looking sneaker. Also, this is probably the biggest news. Let's talk about this for a little bit here. 2015 Air Jordan 7 Celebration Collection Pack. Is that happening? Do I think it's happening? It is rumored. There's no official images. The images that you see here, I can guarantee you, are 100%. That's not the image. It's somebody basically mocking up a black and a white shoe to say, hey, there's an Air Jordan 7 pack coming out or whatever. The reality is, I do believe that this pack is coming out. So I'm not confirming it, but I'm saying expect to hear some more stuff leak throughout the year on this. The reason why I think it's possible, and if you guys are following my Jordan versus LeBron series, I'm going to be going over a lot of this stuff, starting with the Air Jordan 6, because the 6 was the very first model that Jordan won his first championship in. The 7, he won another championship, and the 8, he won another championship. So he had that famous three-peat, and then he actually retired for a little bit. So the fact that the 7 is after the 6, it's the year of the Jordan 7s, 2015. A celebration pack makes sense to me because it's the second ring that he ended up getting, and I can see them continuing this through all rings or maybe just through the 3 that he had. So I expect to see the pack. I'm assuming they're going to have a cigar colorway again just because it is so rad. I don't think they're going to have a champagne colorway just because of the champagne bottle look was a little bit odd. But I do expect that it is actually going to be real. When we find out more about it, check back and I'll confirm or not confirm any of the results that we hear in the next, I don't know, 6 months or so. But definitely newsworthy. And no, again, I don't think that they're going to be black and white. It's not going to be a black and white pack. It's going to be two kind of premium material things. And it's gonna be pretty crazy, I bet. So check back for more on that as the year goes, though. The Way Away 2 Storm Shadow comparison review on foot. I did a video on that if you guys missed that. And the Air Jordan 5 versus LeBron 5, if you guys missed that video. There's that one as well. Adidas Original a special collection. I'm not really sure too much about that, but you guys can check out that article if you want. That actually is a pretty clean looking sneaker right there. Let's see here. Another one, Packer shoes and Adidas. So Adidas is doing a lot of collaborations right now, which is kind of fun to see. Obviously, we saw the very first one with Ronnie as well. So they're doing a lot of cool things. Smiley wrote these articles, and then the Mida New Balances Battle Surfaces. Those look pretty crazy too. That looks like a straight up tennis ball. That's awesome looking. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. We've got a couple pages. And let's see here. The Undefeated Nike LF1 Part 2. I don't know what this is. I have to check because I don't know if there's any pictures or not. Oh, it looks like just a teaser, huh? Yeah, dude. I don't know what this is necessarily, but it looks pretty rad. I'm curious to see how this turns out. There's an orange lace in there, so I'm definitely interested. I guess we'll find out later. So more information to come on that. Also, the other big news, the Air Jordan 11 Lab 4 first look. This is another rumored sneaker. Obviously, there's the 1 or the 4 Lab 1s. I think those ones were. And it's like the netting all over the entire Jordan 1. This one is the 11 Lab 4. Mr. Hype wrote this article. I'm confirming 100% that these are happening. I reached out and to a resource, and they said, yes, this is the real deal. It is happening. So, confirmed here, if you guys are hearing it for the first time, for sure, expect to see an 11 Lab 4. The 11 part obviously being the patent leather all over the sneaker, that patent leather feel all over Jordan 4. Reminds me of the Dornbecker 5s. That's a good thing if you ask me. Expect to see more images of these soon, but I can't wait to hear more. No word on a release date, but I'm confirming that these are real, and these are happening. So I'm pretty excited about that. It was one that I did not know about ahead of time. I do know of another lab series, one that they're working on, not the 4 lab ones and not these ones, but another one with other numbers that we haven't seen before, and I'm excited for when I'm able to say something about that. But that's all I can kind of tease at this point. Fila Lemon Lime Pack. Kicks Reason did an article on that. Those look actually pretty rad as well. Kind of give you that Sprite inspiredness there. Obviously, you can see that it says from Grant Hill's Sprite commercials. Interesting. I'm glad that they didn't use the exact same colors as like the Lebrons and stuff. They went kind of with a lighter blue on those. Also, other big news: Adidas basketball next signature athlete Damian Lillard finally gets his own sneaker. Those actually look like turf shoes to me, though, which is kind of crazy. The very front of these sneakers look like the Way of Wade's 2s to me. I don't know if I'm the only one that sees that resemblance, but the first half of the shoe looks like a Way of Wade. The back half looks totally different, but it does look kind of like a just a different, like a cross trainer almost, not even like a basketball shoe. I definitely want to see more about these, hear more about them. Damian Lillard obviously announced them. Very, very exciting. I've been saying this for a long time now, since the very, very first Lillard like PE, I guess, for the crazy ones or whatever those were. They weren't even the crazy ones. It was a different one. I can't remember which one it was. But he had the Rookie of the Year shoe. After that, I was like, you know what? He needs his own signatured model. And then they kept bundling him up with these other retro models with PE versions of those. But now that he actually gets his first official signatured shoe, I'm really, really excited for that. And I definitely will be buying one. Just as a fan and just as a Blazers fan, and the fact that they're Blazer colors and stuff, these ones definitely speak out to the hometown hero Lillard. So excited to see more of those. Excited to see how those release as well. Also available now, the LeBron 12 Lifestyles Black and Challenge Reds. Click the link. I had the link on these wrong originally. I was so dumb. I went back and fixed it. But these things look pretty rad. If you're interested in buying them, I believe there's still some available. You can go to Nikestore and buy them. This is hands down my favorite LeBron lifestyle model of all of the LeBron lifestyle models. I think the colorway is perfect. I think that the patent leather, the style of the shoe, everything about the model to me is just dope. And so expect that I will be picking those up. If you haven't, just expect that I'll be getting those ones in soon. So expect maybe an unboxing of those as well. But definitely dope. I like them. I don't know. I'm definitely want to see them in person. I haven't seen them in person yet. Hopefully I won't be let down when I get them in hand. $130 though, free shipping, like 2-day shipping, pretty awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Reebok Insta Pump Vertical 3 video review, it looks like, from Kicks Reason, and then D. Strasner keeping up the awesome series Forgotten Fridays and the Air Jordan 3 Mocha. I need to start hashtagging my Forgotten Fridays. I apologize, D. Strasner, that I have not done that yet, but I love the fact that he's doing this series. And he's covering other sneakers that, like, obviously I know the Mochas, but it's really refreshing just to see a random past release show up, because we're overwhelmed with releases nowadays. That seeing something like this pop up is just awesome. Moving on, we have the there was an Yeezy 2 auction that was actually going on. It was from one of those penny auction sites, but Bango Buck did an article on that. And if you wanted a chance to get them, I mean, it's a legit thing that happens. The penny auctions are legit. They're just hard to figure out and win because they don't cost a penny. I don't want to get into that because it take too long to explain how that stuff works. They are legit though, and they're just dumb luck. It's really hard to actually end up winning. But somebody will hopefully, or did hopefully, win those. Also, Reebok Shaq Trainers, Throwback Thursday from Kicks Reason. Moving on, Reebok Shaq Attack 4s. Kicks Reason did an article on that as well. Always holding down the Reebok side. Much appreciated. And then let's go down again. We have the Reebok Instapump Vertical 3s from Kicks Reason. And then the official picks of the Jordan Brand Slam Dunk collaboration. Those ones have a release date November 1st. And custom box, really dope. There was rumor that it was going to be a pack originally. Then I confirmed that it's not a pack. We do see that it is now not a pack. There's official image and official release date information on that. Price point on the Jordans, $250, pretty ridiculous, but same as the premium material, or same as the premium price for the champagne cigars. $250 is steep, but you do get premium packaging, and the shoes look like they're going to be pretty amazing. Also, the Capsule Kickstarter, Chuck tailor customizations. I will, you know what, I forgot because I was going to do the winners in this video, but I'm going to do the winners on Instagram. So I'll announce the winners on Instagram, and then add to the description who the winners are. But I'm picking 2 people because I didn't prepare for this ahead of time. I'll pick 2 winners for that left comments for winning the capsule customization. So if you missed that video, go check it out. Maybe we'll get enough time to enter if you didn't. And basically, you just have to leave a comment, and then when you leave that comment, capsule is cool, then I'll pick just 2 random ones from the video. And I apologize, I totally forgot to prepare for that. So expect to see the winners on Instagram for that. Reebok Court Victory Pumps. Kicks Reason did an article on those, and the Bodega collaborations. Those Bodegas actually look pretty rad with the gum sole. Kind of that like burgundy and orange and heather gray looks pretty awesome. And then these ones are pretty cool to see. The Reebok Blast colorway, the Halloween colorway, the materials look pretty rad. And that little burst that they have kind of looks like a Freddy claw almost. Definitely cool. Elephant Print Foamposite 1 review, I did that. And the Hypercross Train Air is the Hexagon Zoom Air gimmick. An update on that for you guys, for those that watch that video and have interest in that. I did say, are they a gimmick? And I did say that for a reason. And I hope the LeBron 12s aren't as bad, but these were so uncomfortable for me. I literally wore these for 5 days now and keep trying to break in that Zoom Air, and they're just not comfortable. It could be just my foot, but the placement of the Zoom Air hexagon units are like in the wrong spots. It just kills the ball of my foot when I step. When I do the heel toe transitions, like it doesn't feel good. And they're definitely shoes that I'm throwing back in the box. I might actually try to return those to the employee store. They're just not a good look for me personally. They were not working out. So just very, very uncomfortable the way that the hexagon Zoom lays. And that's my update, and that's kind of where I'm sticking to. Unfortunately, because I had high hopes and dreams. I thought they looked really dope. But that Zoom is the killer, dude. Just kills it for me. Also, there was a huge, massive restock earlier in the week on 10/13. 80 pairs restocked on Nikestore. Now, it might not have been a full 80. There was 80 shoes on different pages. There might have been like 75 because some of them were double ups. Insane amount of sneakers restocking. I tried to get the very first ones I was trying to get. I went straight for the Champagne Jordan 6s because I don't have those ones, and I did want those ones. What did you guys go for? Did anybody succeed? Leave a comment. Let me know if anybody successfully got through on the restock, because as far as I could tell, even the people that actually got something in the cart, it failed, didn't go through, and then the site crashed immediately afterwards. It was leaked ahead of time that there was going to be a restock, so we kind of knew ahead of time that it was going to happen from some pretty reliable sources that that would have, I mean, they wouldn't have said anything otherwise if it wasn't going to happen. So I was believing it as soon as I heard it from the Nike Destroyer, particularly, but pretty crazy. Did not secure anything, and I was waiting for it just like everybody else. Pretty big bummer, but it is what it is. Air Jordan 4 Lab 1 detailed look again. This is the other one that I was talking about. So it's a Jordan 1 with that meshed side knit, not the knit, but the kind of plasticky mesh on the Jordan 4s all over the Jordan 1 model. I'm not sure if I'm feeling them. I don't know the price point of those yet, but I bet you they're expensive. Probably more expensive Jordan 1s than we're used to, and I think that's going to turn some people off. But it is a Jordan 1 silhouette, and a lot of people do like those, so we'll see how they sell. And then, let's see here. Again, this was the preview. So Smiley did a preview earlier in the day, way early in the day, saying that there could be a huge restock coming. And then it did actually come to fruition and happen. So very, very cool. I did an article on this. The KD Uprising has an untimely release because of KD getting injured. Really, really unfortunate. Having him hurt his foot and then having the KD Uprising like shoe come out talking about how he was able to rise up. I don't know. It's just kind of unfortunate timing. Also, the Jordan SPEZIAL Space Blue colorway was announced and I believe it released midweek. And Jordan Future Premium Dark Chocolate dropped this last weekend. $375 though. Major pass for me. And the Nike Dunk Low Premium SB Disposable gets the release date. And those ones are going to be coming out next Saturday, I believe. And that's pretty much it for this week's sneaker news. Let's see. Release dates. Let's see if this is... I don't think this is up to date again. I got to get on top of this. Now that I know, I'm using my Chrome browser instead of the other one. So we had a lot of releases this weekend. These actually I thought were supposed to drop on Saturday, but they dropped on Friday. And then did the disposables drop this last Saturday, not the Saturday next? I didn't even check for the disposables. So maybe they changed that release date. So I'll update. I don't have any release dates for this upcoming weekend. I apologize. And I didn't have the wheat foam posits on there. Did anybody cop the wheat foam posits? I wanted them, just not for 225 or 250. If I got them from the employee store, I would have gotten them, but I didn't get a chance to go. So that is what it is. But thank you guys for watching and listening to this week's weekly recap. Thank you. Really do appreciate the support, and we'll catch you guys for another video soon. Got a bunch more videos coming for you guys this upcoming week. Unboxing, Jordan, LeBron series. A couple of the reviews that people have been requesting the wheat SC trainers for one, and then just some random other ones coming up as well. So thank you guys for the support. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video and you listened all the way to the end, give the video a thumbs up and pat yourself on the back. Have a good rest of the day, guys. Peace.